In this build series, I'll show you how I turned a 1/24th scale model of a 1967 Volkswagen bus into a rusted, dystopian jet-powered anti-gravity monster of the skies. Welcome to the Wasteland Workshop.
Okay, let's go.
Like most people, you've probably never seen the cargo area of a jet-powered anti-gravity 67 Volkswagen bus. That's probably what it would look like. It's cargo time. This van has a lot of space to fill. In this episode, let's look at how to fill that empty space with some believable parts. Let's begin at the floorboard. I have this rectangular piece covered with interesting details, and it fits perfectly between the two bottom rails. It takes up a huge third of the floor. That's a lot less space for me to have to cover with other parts. This white piece has two beveled edges that rest on top of the two rounded sides of the floorboard. We're going to glue that in place. The back side of this piece matches up to the center console. You can see that in another episode that shows the interior. I still have two spots on the floorboard that need covered. We've got a little intake manifold. It's just some detail to put in there. Really won't be seen unless you're looking in there with a flashlight. And this looks like a vent. It's a styrene staircase. I use these for vents all the time. Put that in there. And both of these items sit under the turbines. You'll probably never see them. We're gonna speed this part up. This is running at 3 times speed. I'm gluing on a few connectors here. I've cut small pieces of styrene tube, and you can see I've got 4 at the back, and I've got 4 on that center post. And then I'm cutting some larger diameter styrene tube, cut it in half, and place it on the floorboard. That's going to hold our hoses down on the floorboard. So now I am super gluing the end of the hoses into the connectors. The cord that I use for the hoses is jewelry cord. I believe it's used for making necklaces and bracelets. It resembles hydraulic hose from a distance. Black braided hose. Anyway, I'm running that the hose through the guides on the floor and then super gluing them into the connectors on the post. And a lot of this one. I use this jewelry cord all the time. It's good material for hoses. Here's one of the coolest looking items under the roof of the VW. The center air intake. It funnels air from the top of the vehicle into the twin turbines. I got this part out of a Tamiya Formula One Honda kit, and I since turned that Honda into a single-seat rocket. I've had this part in my special parts bin ever since. The VW was the perfect project for such a centerpiece. We're going to get a close-up on this rim. This is a wheel rim. I've removed the center, installed some styrene strip, and this is going to glue to the sides of the air intake. You can see I've done both sides. Here I need to trim out some styrene for that center post. And as you can see, the air would enter the front and to be diverted to both turbines. I felt that the center intake needed a few more details, so I'm adding some trim edges. These are just pieces of styrene strip glued in place. I will later add some rivets for detail. And we're just gonna glue this in place and use a clamp to hold it until it's dry. Do this for both sides. I'm only going to show one side. And here we need to just connect that air intake to the turbines, at least fill that gap. These are Gundam shoulder guards, I believe. Here's a view from the front. It looks like the air intake needs some support. This is a piece of the suspension from the Formula One. I'm going to test fit the suspension piece to see if I can use it as a stabilizer for the center intake assembly. I'll be gluing it to the bottom of the air cleaner housing. Then I'll glue the air cleaner to the center post and it will appear to be supported by the stabilizer. You might be able to see a few of the hoses that were installed along the floorboard, but don't strain your eyes looking. They're way down in there. Instead, focus on that glorious center intake that we made. That is the centerpiece of the interior. Well, you could say the twin turbines are as well, but they're kind of a combo deal. They look great together. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want to see the next video in the series on the interior, please click the link above.
Okay, let's go.